Hi, in this video we're going to show you how to use the AnyDesk remote control software to make a connection between a Linux computer and a Windows computer. So you could use this software for free if you want to just use the basic free account, and then they also have some other plans, and this also works over the internet if you want to make a connection that way, and of course you could do it over the network if they're just locally attached computers on the same network. Alright, so we recently did a video on how to do a Linux to Linux connection, so now we're going to do a Linux to Windows connection. So if you go to their website, depending on what operating system you're loading the website on, it'll take you to the appropriate software for downloads. Like you can see, we're on the Linux page here. What you can see is for Windows, Mac OS, Android, and so on. And then if you go to the pricing tab, you can see the prices. So right here is the free version we're going to be using, and they have all these other options for this monthly price here. So if we go down the list on the free version here, you can see what it has. So not too bad. Alright, so first let's open it up here and connect to the Windows computer. So if the computers are on the same network, there's a good chance it will automatically discover it like it did here. So here's the recent sessions for the Windows computer. And then here it is in the discovered section. And here's another Linux computer that it discovered recently too. Alright, so then up here we have some options. If you go to the settings, so we just went over these in the last video, so we'll just kind of go through these really quickly here. General settings, security settings, privacy settings for screenshots and chats, screen frames, display options for quality and view mode, audio settings, VPN settings. So you can use this just with a standard default connection type, or you could use the VPN option if you need a VPN connection for a particular reason. Connection options here for general and proxy. File transfer options, which we'll show in a minute here. Capture options, recording options, and wake on LAN options. Alright, then at the top here we have the account information, session history, and the address book, which is not included in the free version. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect to this Windows 11 computer here. So I could either do it from my recent sessions or from discovered. So if I just click here, I have the option to connect, browse the files, start a VPN session, add to favorites, and so on. Just go to connect. Alright, so it says waiting for the remote side to accept the session request. So let's go over to the Windows computer. Alright, so you can see it popped up here and we can accept the connection. And it's going to open the UAC prompt to do so every time. Alright, so now the session has started, so we could go back to the other computer and see what it looks like. Let's just minimize this stuff here. Alright, let me shrink this down a bit since it's kind of too big for the screen. Alright, so now you can see we're on the remote Windows computer here, and we could do what we need to do. Alright, then when you're connected here, you have some options for the browse files, start a chat, other actions here, take a screenshot. So depending on what kind of connection you're using and the plan you're using will determine which ones of these you could use. Keyboard options there. Display options, if you want to go full screen, change your performance setting, show the cursor. Sound options. You could do a whiteboard, so here are the tools for the whiteboard. And then this feature here doesn't even tell you what it is, but it's not allowed with the free version. Then you have your same options up here that we saw. Alright, so if we go to the browse files, you can see it does like an FTP type of interface with two panes here with this device and the remote device. Then you could just move files or copy files in between each computer there. Alright, so let's go ahead and disconnect this session here. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the Windows computer and connect to the Linux computer. Okay, so we're back on the Windows computer. And by the way, for Windows, you could just run the executable. You don't have to install it if you don't want to. But when you open it, you will have the option to install it if you want. So that's up to you. Alright, so now let's connect over to the Linux computer. All right, so now we have to go over there and approve the connection. All right, we'll click on accept. Okay, so now we'll go back over to the Windows computer and see what it looks like. All right, so you can see we're connected here, and you're going to get this little message here telling you you're using the free version. But now you can see we could use the Linux computer just like we're on it. And we have some options up here for privacy mode, network activity, disk activity. You could add to favorites, browse to files if you want to do the same thing here, monitor options, display settings, the chat, actions once again, keyboard settings, permissions, and then this option which is grayed out again, and the whiteboard. Alright, so as you can see, it's pretty easy to use and works pretty well. I have not tried using this over the internet, so I can't tell you how the performance is. I've only used it over the network to remotely control computers, but you could try it out and see how it works for you. Alright, so I will put a link in the description for AnyDesk, and then you could download it and try it out for yourself. Alright, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.